What's up, guys? Welcome to the vlog. A lot of people talk about why being a property manager sucks because you spend a lot of time taking after hours phone calls and whatnot, but something that they don't talk about. By the way, this lighting on my face is super creepy. Nobody talks about how great it is to have free time. For example, I had a stressful situation with a client where we're trying to figure out details for the apartment and whatnot, but I sat in my car and worked it out before a haircut, and then I went in on a Tuesday morning at 10, didn't have to wait in line, got my haircut. Now I'm working out, lifting some very light weights because I'm not very strong, but the point being is I'll pump some iron, then in between sets I'll make some phone calls and answer emails. It's actually not that bad. If you're new to the channel, this is going to be a vlog inside the life of a property manager. I manage over $6 million in real estate properties. I have a portfolio of about 45 properties, and I'm also a full-time college student, and it's finals week this week, so I might take you along a little bit for that as well. But welcome aboard Parker's Properties. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so, because we're going to be putting out a lot more content, just like this in the future. Anyways, gotta go pump another set real quick. Man, that was a good set. So got a good workout in, got a good haircut. Now I'm headed off to campus to go study for a business law final that I have tomorrow. Probably not gonna do too hot, but at least I'm studying now, right? Man, the weather is just beautiful. Look outside. Absolutely gorgeous. So we've got a 1-bed, 1-bath unit. It's part of a triplex, so there's 2 1-bed, 1-bath units in the basement, and then on top there is a 3-bed, 2-bath. But we are currently renovating the basement unit because we had some tenants that absolutely just trashed the place. For the record, I was dished this property when those tenants were already there, but they were just awful. Long story short, I'll have to make another video if anyone cares, but the tenants, they had a month-to-month contract, and I let them know 2 months in advance, in writing and verbally, that it was time to move out, and the tenants just didn't leave. I was like, well, you guys gotta leave. I literally came like the morning of checkout, because we had tenants lined up to move in and everything, and they were like, oh yeah, I'll be out tomorrow. And I was like, okay, we've got painters coming in, I've got to push all these things back, but I'll work with you. Long story short, the tenant just kept playing games, and we had to evict them, and this tenant was there for over a month and a half after the lease was over. Evictions are not fun. This is my first eviction ever, and I plan on it being my last one, because this tenant really had nothing to lose, which is why they just stayed there. But this tenant stayed for like a month and a half after, and luckily they were on housing, so the state government housing ended up paying rent for them while they're still living there, if that makes sense. But it was an absolute nightmare because we had to evict her. Well, just once you think it couldn't get any worse, so I had to contact the tenants that were set to move in, right, and tell them, sorry guys, we've got a situation here, you're not going to be able to move in. They weren't too happy about that, obviously. But next thing you know, I'm at this conference. We went to a legal seminar, and they're saying, yeah, if you have any suspicion of meth, you should definitely test it. And I was like, oh boy. I knew that before there had been narcotics and drugs and whatsoever in the house, because this person would invite over their homeless friends to stay with them. It was an absolute nightmare. Why we ever rented to this individual in the first place, I don't know. The unit is a lower end unit, but still. Anyways, we test for meth, and sure enough, test positive. So the meth remediation team has to come out, get it under legal limits, which is just about 0, because you don't think there's a legal limit for meth, right? Anyways, they do that, and the point that we're at now is it absolutely just destroyed the paint. They use these harsh chemicals to completely remediate and eliminate the harmful substances, and the paint was just bubbling up, and it just looked so bad. So now we have people in patching it, sanding it, repainting it, and we're getting new luxury vinyl flooring and new carpet in the bedroom. So that's where we're at right now. Rents were at $650, which was super cheap. I'm gonna be raising them to $850. So right now, my client's taking a hit because, you know, we got meth remediation costs, we got painting costs, we got new flooring costs, we got carpet costs. It's gonna be around like $8,000 or $9,000, I think. The good news is one, we're raising the rents, and two, we've got our attorneys on the case, and they're actually going to the state of Utah, because this tenant that destroyed the houses on housing will actually, they'll usually pay out a judgment of around like $5,000. And so we're going to be able to compensate the owner for a decent amount. When it's all said and done, yeah, the owner's out negative, but we're going to invest some money back into the property, make it nice, and be renting it out to people. And that way, my client will continue to earn money on their property. Not just counting the equity, but the cash flow. $200 more a month. I mean, that's what, $2,400 a year. So in just 3 years, they're going to break even. So at the end of the day, you know, it's a pain, it stinks, it's not fun to tell a client that, hey, this happened. But when you take a look at it in the long term, when you take a look at the big picture, I should say, my client's gonna end up on top. And that's just the way you gotta look at real estate investing, because it's not a get-rich-quick scheme at all. It's just a way to slowly build wealth. And even, I mean, in this whole process, my client has been gaining more and more equity and increasing the value of their rental as well. Well, there you have it. That caps my day. Just spent like solid 4 hours studying for my business law final, which is tomorrow. Not the most exciting day, but I got a sweet view on the drive home. Anyways, I'm jam-packed between work, school, and trying to create these vlogs. So if you do enjoy this at all, or do like seeing, you know, what I do for my job, managing these rental properties and learning more about real estate and just seeing a daily window into my life, let me know down in the comments. I'd really appreciate it. But at the end of the day, I love making these videos, and I'm going to continue to do so. So that's it for today. Again, if you liked the video, if you have any questions or comments about it, leave it down in the comments below. Don't forget to help me out with that YouTube algorithm. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and that's going to do it for today. Thanks so much. Hello YouTube viewer, don't forget to subscribe.